Hello everybody. Can you hear me? Just so you know, I'm having a like a 30 or 60 second delay due to streaming in high resolution. But I would like to wish everyone a warm welcome to today's live stream. It was a bit of an impulsive thing. We usually do our live streams on Patreon every Tuesday privately, but today our new Max for Live device reached a point where it's very close to being available as a beta version. So yeah, I was thinking about what I wanted to do for tonight's session, and I just felt that I wanted to fiddle a bit with the device and figured that it would be nice to invite you to have a look at it, because we will share it soon on Patreon, where everyone can test it out and give us some feedback before we complete it, and it will then be available at our website, hypnus.com. Hello Marco, Aditya, Alexander, Jonas and Paolo. Nice of you to be here. Let's see, Jonas, will it be able to buy it? Yes, you will be able to buy it eventually at hypnusrecords.com. But first we will have a beta testing phase, which might start next week. So if you want to have the beta version, you'll have to subscribe on Patreon, which is €5 per month. Let's see if I can show it to you here. It looks like this when you reach the page. So you can subscribe for $5, and then you will be able to download the beta version, and of course also get a lot of other nice perks. We are creating a record label there called Adai. So if you want to be part of this community and this collective imprint where we are deciding everything together, you are of course welcome to join there as well. Let me post the link here if you're interested in that. There you have the link to my Patreon. I also teach there when it comes to sound design and creativity. It's a very cool place, and those of you who would like to join the community anyways, don't want to subscribe, you can do so by joining our Discord. I had the link there earlier. I will paste it here again. This is the Discord server. Looks like this. It's a cool place where we talk about music and culture and everything related to it. I think, let's see, how many members do we have now? I think it's like 1100 or something. Yeah, 1091 members at the moment. It's becoming quite a active place where people change music and talk about everything from gaming to mental health and visual art and whatever. And everyone who subscribes to Patreon, they also get access to the Patreon Citadel here on Discord, where we have more intimate discussions, giving each other feedback on each other's music. We're having music production challenges bi-monthly, and of course also we are creating the label together, Adai. We have about 2 releases ready at the moment, and we are figuring out the visual profile and manifesting the logo for the label and all that. It's so much fun. Everyone is contributing with their ideas on what the label should look like and what it should. I mean, we came up with the name together. It's a lot of fun, and I think it will be a pretty interesting project. So far we are I think with 228 producers unified under this project, and anyone is welcome to join, and it's through the Patreon link in the chat. Hello Matt, hey Victor, välkommen. So I guess that is it. I haven't rehearsed or planned anything for this. I figured I would just do it and see. I mean, in what I want to show basically is like the primary functions of our new device, and yeah, so you guys can hear it because it's pretty cool. Let me turn off this unreleased Hypnus track that has been playing in the background. Let's see here. Let's load the wavetable up. I'll turn off, and the name of the device, by the way, is Slink. Just briefly about it, it's made in collaboration with Alexander Berg, who is also known as Dorisburg and the Genius of Time. Him and me have been working on this idea together with a Max for Live programmer called Chaos Culture. So we are a team of 3 individuals who have been working on this device together since sometimes in the autumn, I think. Yeah, and it's just coming together very, very nicely. So yeah, let's have a listen. So we can load just a simple wave to start with. Let's see what happens. And yeah, it's a no, not Alex Berg, it's Alexander Berg. And those are his artist names. If you haven't heard his music yet, I very much advise you to check it out. He made a remix for Hypnus that is due on the coming full moon on the Mohlau record. Yeah, and of course we are hoping to collaborate more with him musically. Me and him are making music together also, which is sounded pretty cool. So yeah, tons of fun stuff coming. Also, me and Alex, we have a lot of future ideas for devices, both digital and analog and everything in between. So yeah, fun times ahead. So yeah, let's get to it. Oh, nice. Anade, if that's how you pronounce it. No, nice of you to be here. And Mr. Rambadoo. Such an honor, man. Okay, so everyone is gathered. Let's have a listen. I will start by loading in it just a simple wave. Add some harmonics. And we turn on the Slink device. So what you see here basically is the an approximation of the EQ curve. So basically you have the low end frequencies here and the high frequencies here, just the way you normally see, like, let's see here, for instance, like this is basically the same thing. All right, so maybe we can add a spectrum also so that you can see how it affects the sound, and then we can put some movement to it. We can multiply the shape. It's clearer if it's still. You see it's. We can put them in motion. Let's put a bit more harmonics. So this is the original sound here. And then we have some internal modulation possibilities here. So for instance, here we have, with this one you can move it yourself if you want, or connect an external LFO, or you can maybe connect the ramp here. And you can connect multiple LFOs to the same source. And we can connect the same LFO to multiple sources. For instance, the power here, you see it's kind of inverts the amplitude of the filter. We can even add it here to the shape if we want, and add another one to the shape maybe. And we have included the shapes from the spellbook here, so you can have a pentagram LFO if you want. So you can make this very evolving, complex modulations that morph forever basically, just by using the internal LFOs. And the way that they work, so if you connect 3 of them to the same knob here, the sum of their amplitude is added together. So they are pulling each other in different directions, giving interesting modulation results. So let's have a look here at the other parameters. Here you can kind of make the line more stiff. So we see here if we and we can blend the original signal. Now it's just the dry signal. This is great for automations, I think, when you need to, when you want to fade the effect into the sound. You can just like turn this up so you get like a smooth transition, and also together with the stiffen, also you can get a super nice, smooth, evolving introduction or so to the effect. You can of course make this more extreme. That looks pretty sick. We have a section here that is not completely finished yet. We are finishing the last touches of this one before we release the beta version, probably next week. But the functions are basically here already. This kind of tweaks pretty advanced parameters within the algorithms of this device. I'm not exactly even sure what this does mathematically, but we can have a listen to it and see also. Let's see. See, it's a pretty cool. Pretty Slink, yeah. So basically you can make this... Oh wait. All from these simple sources. You can also filter out which part of the signal it should affect. So for instance, you can do it like this if you don't want it to affect the low end. And you can change the cutoff here so that it becomes a bit more smooth. See here, it becomes softer. Make it very stiff. And then you can also of course do that for the high frequencies. Now it only affects here in the middle. You can cross them like this, so you get like a band pass, so it doesn't affect the center frequencies, only the low and the high frequencies. And again, you can smoothen it out. And here you can also change the attack and release of the filters themselves. So when they are moving really fast, it works basically a bit like a slew limiter. Yeah. You can of course sync it to your tempo. Makes no sense now since we don't have a beat rolling, but you can do it, and you can introduce triplets and dotted values. You also have a invert function. Let me see here. There we go. Inverse, it starts going in the other direction, which can be interesting when you can automate it, for instance, so that it switches rhythmically or randomly. And you can change the frequency, like how do you say, unipolar or bipolar. So for now you see it goes this way when you turn it in this direction, and then it goes the other way, which can be pretty cool when we, for instance, if we connect the spellbook here. So we can connect here. So let's say we do it like this. So you see now it starts to go back and forth, back and forth. It doesn't have a compressor internally, no. You can say this visual representation here, it's like a glorification, I would say, of what actually happens. It's not like exactly accurate of what you normally see in an equalizer, but it's more like an intuitive way of looking at it. You kind of get some kind of visual feedback here from what you are doing, and you can hear it, and it I think it feels very natural when I work with it like this. but it's basically accurate, yeah. But in terms of like resonance, for instance, yeah, it could be maybe it looks like it would amplify the volume in other ways than usual filters, but yeah, it's an approximation. So now you see here with the external modulation on the alto here, and we can, let's say we can automate, let's see here, the multiply if we want. Ripple also. Crazy stuff happening. I mean, you can do so much with this, you know. For a brief introduction video just like this, unrehearsed, it's really can be difficult to really find all the sweet spots, but like really when you sit with it and you start making weird automations, also you see this, what happens here, that's just crazy. And like when you also automate these parameters like in short sections of your music, and it can really just, it just sends ripples through the audio in such incredible ways that I mean it's seldom heard in, in any filter device that I've ever used. It's so cool. And then now we have this, I mean this is morphing, and they are going in different speeds, and they are picking up their readings here from this LFO. We can use a different one, we can spin it a bit if we want. So basically now it's just more or less random, like it will not sound the same. But we can of course introduce more modulations to this by, for instance, if we add here, now we are controlling this parameter here through this LFO as well. And for instance we can, let's try, where do we have it? The CV tools, is it this one? No, not that one. Where the hell is it? This one? Yeah, right. For instance, we can map this here to power. Make some kind of rhythmical stuff. Hey Tifton, nice of you to join, man. I mean, just listen to it, it sounds so incredible. And this is just this sound. need some bigger. And now we're doing pretty wild stuff, and I think this really shines when you get some pretty like slow and subtle things, but it's just very gnarly. Let's see if we can maybe make it go a bit slower. Power here. It's this one, right? Let's try this. Let's take that away and let's see what we can do here maybe. I mean, you see, it's just endless. It's like the more we, you can do this forever. It's just you keep finding new things. Shape. It's this one, right? I wonder how it sounds like with another source. Let's turn this off. Let's see here. Let's restart. Let's just try it with a kick drum. Yeah, well, I hope you get a taste of it. Like, as you see, it's like it's just to get like this kind of evolving sounds. It's just available in infinity, and it's you can sit with this. I have sit with it now for months, every day, you know, and it's just I found new things every time. I'm glad you like it, Michel and Norwin. I'm really looking forward to hear what you guys will make with it. And of course, Alex will share some really cool demonstration videos also. He's a real wizard with this thing. Because you can of course use it on a lot of other source sounds. Like for instance here you see the original signal is this. So you can of course try a lot of other stuff. yeah, that's the demonstration of the filter. I hope you guys found it interesting. If you want to try the beta version, you are of course much welcome to join us at Patreon. Here we are, we are 228 music producers who are shaping a new record label called Adi Records. It's very inspiring. Everyone is pitching in, and we created the name together collectively, and now we are shaping the visual profile. We are sharing inspiration and ideas for the artworks, and we are coming up with a logo. We have 2 releases that are basically ready, and a lot of other ideas that we will do collectively. And we are hoping to start sharing our stuff in the spring, hopefully. It's $5 to subscribe, and for the membership. And then we have the private chat here where we give each other feedback, discuss the label, and we have music production challenges. Share the Max for Live devices such as this one that we made. But for those who don't want to join the community there, you will be able to purchase the device here. You go to hypnusrecords.com/shop. Here you will be able to buy it eventually. And also at Isotonic Studios. If you're a customer there, or if you want to be, of course, you can get it at Isotonic Studios. Let's see, Isotonic Studios, it's here. Also, there you find a lot of other really cool devices as well, of course. Or you can buy it straight from our web shop, but it will be like maybe in a month or 2. And that's it. And all that aside, also, I highly recommend you guys to join our Discord server. It's free for everyone. We are like 1,100 members, basically, connecting here, sharing music and inspirations, and talk about gear and all sort of things. So you are welcome to join there, of course. We also have let's see here. We have a Hypnus Max for Live users group also on Facebook. So if you want to join that, feel free. And of course, hit subscribe here on YouTube if you want to get more updates on our things. That's a lot, and that's it. I'm really looking forward to share this device with you and hear what you guys will make with it. Thank you for today, and I hope to see you guys around.